It wasn't until after the death of her father that an East Tennessee woman learned a lot more about his service. Tonight, a message she hopes will help other military families.
But he very seldom talked about it.
Memories of her late father went from a shadow box holding a handful of war ribbons and medals to an entire table full of history.
He didn't know a lot of it. I mean, this Bronze Star, he never knew.
He died at 75. How often did he talk about his service in World War II?
I don't remember even hearing him say much about it until he was about to pass away.
You knew he was hurt?
Yes, yes. He had a very big scar that went from here to here, and machine gun scar.
A machine gun scar on his arm?
Yes.
So he lived with that. You knew as his daughter that he'd been wounded in action?
Oh, yes. I saw that, and I knew. Yes, but he...
didn't talk about it?
No, he didn't talk about it. Didn't talk about it. He's like some of the other people I've heard. They bury it.
Her father died in 1997 at age 75, but around that time, Carolyn Moore grew curious about the mystery surrounding his war record. So she decided to write a letter.
Dear President Bush, number 43.
To the President of the United States.
You wrote Bush 43. And what'd you say to the President?
I told him about the time my dad was in the war and that it was a serious battle, and that I wondered if he deserved any more awards that he didn't get because he had been put in the hospital.
Within weeks, she heard back from the White House, and not long after, a surprise package arrived from the military.
This is a World War II Victory Medal. I didn't know until I got the paperwork and the awards that day that he had a Bronze Star, that he never knew. 53 years he lived, never knowing that he had. So it was a surprise. It brought tears to my eyes.
And so the mystery starts to unfold even more, and you receive these medals, and then what's your next step?
My next step is to spread the news. I just told everybody I knew about all the wonderful things I had found out.
She learned at age 22 her father was part of a historic battle in Italy. The mission facing those Allied troops in the late summer of 1944 break through fortified German defenses along what was known as the Gothic Line. The battlefield was steep and barren, offering little cover, and Carolyn's dad was wounded the day before U.S. troops successfully broke through the line.
What would you say to families who don't know much about the service of their loved one?
I'd say try to find out, because it might be hidden just like mine. I never would have dreamed it. I never would have dreamed it. I was proud of him the way it was, but when I opened that Bronze Star, this Bronze Star over here, I opened it and I just lost myself.
What's given you the most joy in all of this?
Remembrances and knowing that he's looking down and seeing that I'm telling his story. He went about doing what he thought was good in life, and he always would say, I love my God, I love my family, and I love my country.
You can find more of our stories about East Tennessee veterans on our Service and Sacrifice page at WBIR.com. Beth?